Hi everyone, today our topic is why there are differences between marriage and cohabitation, especially in the United States and China. Our group members are Fu Mingtao, Hao Chenzhu, and Xu Chen. First, let's see two pictures here. They are both the most famous couples in the world, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. But the differences are that they are married, and although the right picture they have many children, they are still cohabitated. So what is cohabitation? Cohabitation means two people live together in a sexual relationship without marriage. Back to the topic, let's figure out the percentage of marriage and cohabitation in both of United States and China. Are there any differences? So, background leading to this problem, I have figured out some facts shows that the cohabitations in America are more common and popular. The number of cohabitate people between 15 to 44 years old is almost twice as in 1960, and there are 8.4% of cohabitants more than in 1950. And from this table, we can see nearly 12% of couples living together are unmarried, and the percentage of unmarried couples increased from 1960 to 2011. So it means the percentage of cohabitation is increasing. However, Chinese marriage is far more than Chinese cohabitation. First reason is the family value, because Chinese marriage may be the most important things in their whole lives. So the marriage is not just about two people, but two families. Family value means a lot to them.
One of the reasons may be the patrilineal descent from the ancient China. Men are the only person who made decision and inherit their own family properties. They need to get married so that they can inherit their families. Another reason is Chinese values. Chinese are more traditional and think fostering correct behavior within the context of the family would produce an orderly society. And actually, Chinese attitude on cohabitation still not change a lot. Actually, America have a higher number of cohabitation because the number of divorcement are higher these years. From this table, most married teenagers in America divorce finally, so they chose to living together instead of married. It's better to break up than to divorce. The most attractive part of cohabitation is saving money. Young teenagers live together to share their things. This reduces their life pressure on money, and the cost of dating phone bills in America is very high. So, cohabitation do not need to waste money on that. Finally, cohabitation is the most effective way to know each other better. Living together is just like a real experience of real couple before getting married. It provides a chance for people to learn both good and bad living habits before marriage. Finally, all your cohabitation allow people to insight insight into their partner's sense of responsibility. If two people have totally different views and attitude towards the level of responsibility, this can have a significant bearing on the success of the relationship.
Okay, I'm talking about laws in two countries. Laws play a very important role in casing differences on cohabitation and marriage in the United States and China. In United States, the first recognition on unmarried cohabitation started in 1909, and in China, the first definition were given on cohabitation is started in 1950. In the United States, even every state have a difference on the law of cohabitation. For example, in Florida, the cohabitation is illegal, and the most basic reason for setting laws on cohabitation is because the problems will appear when men and women end their relationships. They will have confliction on property, baby, and horse. The marriage law on cohabitation in China is called de facto marriage, and the marriage law on cohabitation in the United States called common marriage law. And about 50 years ago, the year before economic opening in China, the cohabitation is very common in rural areas because people there don't have clear definition on marriage. They think man and woman live together is so-called marriage. Furthermore, they don't have official registration on marriage. The situation is getting better in modern China. In urban areas, especially young people, they accept cohabitations. Uh, they choose cohabitate for a period of time before marriage. But in rural areas, the situation is getting better, but it is impossible to solve it out. I believe that cohabitation is more popular in the United States than China, but more and more people in both countries uh, choose cohabitate because both common law and the de facto marriage law give a requirement for marriage that the continuous cohabitation is a prerequisite for marriage. So more and more people in both two countries choose cohabitate. Here is our references, and here is our image references. Thank you.